Hey, thanks for tuning into this video. We just recently did a little experiment about how to build a content machine. And in this video, I will show you how we managed to turn 860 euros into 130 articles and over 3,000 views that we get every single week on our website. And it all started with one of our projects, BaseTemplates. And our assumption was that if we can increase the traffic, we can increase the revenue. That's pretty simple, but increasing traffic is quite hard. So in general, what I like about SEO content is you can do it once and you can benefit from it forever. Means that if you have a high ranking article, people are coming to your website every single day, every single week. It also has some compound effects, meaning that the more articles you create, the more you can link from one article to the other. And also in terms of domain authority, it grows with the increasing number of articles. Furthermore, you can create a content that's very, very specific for a certain user intent or user group. So for example, people looking for boats, you can serve them with articles about boats. And there's already a user demand that is already there if someone is searching. So you can turn that into a sale or a lead gen or something like that. But there are also some things that I dislike about SEO. So it's expensive to create because you need to write a lot. It takes a long time to see results, can take from a few days to a few months till an article ranks, or maybe an article is not even ranking at all. And the results are hard to predict. So just because you created content doesn't mean that the content is already ranking or will be ranking in the future. And last but not least, there are from time to time Google updates that can really change the rankings of your articles, and then you have to adjust your articles, put some more work in it. So our idea to make it a little bit easier for us was to create data-driven articles about VC investors. And I will show you what that looks like in a second. Okay, so as we are selling templates for early stage founders, we thought, what are early stage founders looking for? If they are raising money, at some point they have to find the right investors that they will approach. And we did an example article on April 28th about top 10 VC investors in Berlin. And what we did was we wrote a little introductory paragraph about the Berlin ecosystem, and then we started to just list out the top venture capital firms in Berlin. And we did a screenshot for that, some details about the fund, and a very, very short description. Did that about every single fund that is in the top 10 in Berlin, and also listed up the other VC firms. As you can see, the article is quite short and very, very data driven. And now the interesting part begins, because we saw that this article ranks really, really quickly and really high and drives a lot of traffic. So what we did was that we created a system to generate more of these articles. And in our case, we did it in a way that we looked for a data source where we get all the information about which investors are in which city. In our case, this is Crunchbase, because I can easily filter for investors in Austin, in New York, in Berlin, in Paris, and I can get the results right away with all the information that we need from the details about the fund, but also the short description. And what we did is then we outsourced a lot of the main content creation through Upwork. And in this example, we created 20 articles for $120. And what the freelance on Upwork did is they took all the information from Crunchbase and put them in the format for the blog post, and also added a screenshot on top of that. And because, as you saw, we also have this kind of introductory paragraph, and we thought, how can we operate or automate that, and came up with a solution with Copy AI. So all of the initial paragraphs are automatically generated through Copy AI. And doing that, we were able to really automate most of the work, and we were able to create over 130 articles in the last 6 months or something, with most of the work just having been done, as you can see here, maybe July, August or something. And this is what the results look like. So we started with the first article somewhere around here, and we weren't getting a lot of traffic. But if you summarize all of the traffic that you get from over 130 articles, it's a lot. And right now, if you can see it here, we get around 500, 600 views per day on a good day and over 3,000 page views per week. And the top articles are driving a ton of traffic. So VC investors New York, VC investors in Dubai. And what we see is that there isn't really much competition around these articles, but they are also fitting very, very well into the BaseTemplates ecosystem because the people have the intent to find investors and to raise money. And this is exactly what we do with BaseTemplates. So that's really, really cool for us. And this also allowed us to create a product on top of it. Because if people are looking for investors, maybe they are also interested in accessing a database of investors that is easily filterable. And so we created this investor database of over 4,000 investors that we are now selling through these kind of articles with a pop-up, but also embedded into the articles. And this leaves us A, with chances to use the traffic for this kind of product, but also B, for all of our other products. And to summarize what we did, we spent some money on freelancers on Upwork, we spent some money on Copy AI and some money on a Crunchbase access. And yeah, right now it's 130 articles, over 3,000 views per week. And I'm sure this will increase over time because, you know, SEO is a long-term game. And for us, we just got started with these articles and they are already really, really ramping up from week over week. So really excited to see where these articles will lead us. And just as a side note, there are other examples for other branches or areas of business. So for example, here is a housing company that creates data-driven articles about the top 5 startups in Berlin for internationals, and they can do the same for every single city. And I just want to inspire you with these kind of videos to also think about out of the box and think for your own startup on how you can generate or create these kind of articles, because they will help you not only short term, but also long term to really build up your reputation, and your organic traffic. And if you want to learn more about growth hacking and these kind of things, make sure to hit the subscribe button and also leave me a comment in the comment section below. See you soon.